Hey, 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 good looking. So glad that you came to my kitchen. Why don't you grab a hold of that vine and swing onto my kitchen and let's get cooking. Good looking. Today it is Whip It Up Wednesday. And you know what that means? We're going to be rocking out with our crock out and we're going to be making pizza monkey bread. I want to show each and every one of you that you can sit there and make pizza inside your crock pot. It is so easy to do. So grab a hold of that vine and let's get cooking. Good looking. Well, it's Whip It Up Wednesday, and you know what that means. We're going to be rocking out with our crocks out with Linda's Pantry, More of Life, Wilheims Kitchen, and Suttons Daze. So, you know what, ladies? Get your crocks out so we can rock out. So, today for my Whip It Up Wednesday crock pot meal is, I'm going to sit there and show you just how easy it is to make a crock pot pizza monkey bread. So follow along with me and we'll get her done. Okay, a few things that we're going to have to do. I want you to sit there and make 2 handles. And if you haven't watched my turkey video, these are the let me swing over. These are the handles I want you to make. They are easy to make, and it makes getting stuff out of your crock pot so much easier. And then after you make your handles, I want you to line the whole inside of your crock pot with aluminum foil, and then we're gonna sit there and take our cooking spray, and you're gonna sit there and lightly spray the inside of your crock pot. Now for the pizza dough, I use a bread machine. It's alright if you use a KitchenAid mixer or if you mix yours up by hand. I will leave the list of ingredients in the description box below. But what you would be needing for your pizza dough is 3/4 cup of water, half a tablespoon of yeast, a half a tablespoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 tablespoon of oil, and 1.5 to 2 cups flour. Now, I'm going to kick my dough up just a notch. Now, I'm going to sit there and add half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of the dried minced garlic, and I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of the dried minced onion. So let's go ahead and add all that. I have that all inside here. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my bread machine. And like I said, I'm going to let my bread machine work its little magic and create my special dough for me. And I also decided I'm going to jazz it up with a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Okay, I have a pound of mild sausage browning up on my stove. Let's go ahead, grab our dough that we made in our bread machine. And now I'm just going to set this down here for now. And I brought out some of the caramelized onion red wine pizza sauce that I do make. We're going to be putting that in. I have some pepperoni slices that we're going to be adding. I also have some pizza seasoning that we're going to be adding. And then here I have some of our sausage that we browned off, and I put it on top of some paper toweling so I get most of the grease absorbed out of the meat, because I don't want my pizza monkey bread to be greasy. And also a note, please make sure that you allow the sausage to cool before we start assembling the whole thing. Okay, let's go ahead and let's start arranging our pizza monkey bread. So as you see down here, I have all of our list of ingredients that we're going to be using. I have the pepperoni here, I have the sausage, and as you see, the paper toweling has drained off all the excess grease, and that's what I wanted. Here is my dough. I have some Sedgwood pizza seasoning. We're going to be using some of my caramelized onion and red wine pizza sauce that I do can up. And I have some shredded cheese back here and a little bit of S&P for seasoning. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to open up my pizza sauce here. And now I'm going to get my dough cutter and I'm going to cut up some dough. Okay, I have my dough cutter here, and I'm just going to sit there and cut this all up into slices the long way. One more time, and I'm just going to move this stuff so I can cut that last little bit, and then I'm going to sit there and take my dough slicer or cutter, bench scraper, whatever you want to call it, and just cut up little bite-sized pieces, as you see there. Now, I'm going to sit there and grab a few, and we're just going to drop these all right in to the bottom of our slow cooker. Now I'm going to take some of my pizza sauce, and we're just going to sit there and put a dollop or two down in the bottom. And then let's add some of our pepperoni slices. Now you decide how much pepperoni, or if you don't want any at all, don't put any in yours. If you want a lot in, put extra in yours. But I'm just going to sit there and put a few in the bottom, along with all the goodness that I do have already going in the bottom of mine. This is how I want yours to look inside of our crock pot before we even begin to cook it. Or bake it, whatever you want to call it. Now, we're going to come down here. We're going to set ours to high. And then, we're going to come up here, put our cover on, and cook this for 3.5 hours or until the crust is a golden brown color. It's time to sit there and check out the pizza inside the crock pot. Oh my God, is that so good. And look, we have our little friend joining us again. Now, I hope you all enjoyed how I showed you how we get them done. Now, if you like how we've been rocking out with our crocks out, be sure to give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe today, tap that little bell, that way you'll always be notified every time I put out a new video. But most of all, y'all come back now, you hear?